series, session 66. Well, last time Domino picked up his assistant and tried to earn some bounty points. Neck went into one of the caves he found before in like one of his downtimes, and well, discovered there is reality deviancy in the air and a hidden door, which well, he did originally plan to well, drag other people into, but now that well, no, he isn't here. Well, then we had a nice little scene where Bacon and Ems started their genocide of the mushroom people. Very based indeed. And they were pretty successful at it. Now there's like melting mushrooms everywhere, thanks to the flesh virus that Bacon introduced into the environment. Oh yeah, and Bacon wrote a long report and talks about like the usefulness and like some countermeasures against that, including like nanomachines, like some mRNA vaccination, and so on and so forth. And I had a talk with Maxwell to have him like check out security weaknesses from a technological perspective, and in exchange Maxwell expects a retarded item of a fart cushion with stealth capabilities made and sold by the Syndicate. And well, then there was some talk at the symposium where it was decided to give Piyuku the production facility, which is gonna probably take effect next downtime. Then, well, we had some stuff happen off camera. Ella doing some stuff, a little bit of like Ems doing stuff, and then some stuff about of Noah. Well, for the most part, it was just talking to people, and well, I guess how do I say this? Well, since Allies and Dominus was secret, I guess I can only disclose answers, which was basically just flexing on Futao and winning that contested role, and because Futao wanted to have more production facility stuff in the future, and well, Ems won those negotiations, and instead Ems is now gonna get like a discount on production stuff from there, and priority for his robotic production. Anyways, now who do we start off with? Well, I don't think it's particularly. Actually, does anyone want to do something with someone else? I take it as a no.
Seem like it.
Let's just go and like roll then. Cool, that's Bacon.
Oh, so I start.
Indeed, you start. Well then, did we actually end the day last time? I don't remember.
Yeah, I also don't remember.
Yeah,
it was just after that meeting with everyone, right?
Yeah. I think we ended.
The one that a very scared Tristan was sending everyone how what's the potato? Sam O'Neill was trying to take over everything with his super base, and I was just plotting in the background how it's perfect for my plans. Hmm. What to do? Actually, I would inquire when the specialist coming to my base would arrive.
Okay, well, let's see. Like, they would probably arrive at this rate, probably around next downtime, in out-of-game terms.
Okay.
But in in-game terms, they would tell you that there's currently they're currently like assembling their team properly, and they're getting all the equipment. So it might take them at least a little bit, but they should be arriving sooner rather than later.
So I have some time. I think I don't have anything I want to make it hidden. But first thing I need to do is I think I didn't report yet what I found about the Nordics. So I need to compile that and send to Noah to see if it helps with his investigation. What the fuck is happening with that incident?
Hmm. Not sure. You might already have done that. Let me check what the previous session's notes say. Let's see. Can't be too far back, can it? Not so sure. Or at least didn't make a raw for it. If you want to like properly compile information, then well, that will give me like intelligence research at a 6. Actually, make it a 5.
Let's do it properly because why not? I only have creative and biology, but at least I'm burning by ones.
Yeah. Well, still probably good enough. It's by your estimate, and well, you make a nice little combination of like everything they told you, and like put some of your own thoughts in there. Anything what you would want to empathize.
I would put emphasis on their warlike past and how it could return after a very large impact on the society.
Okay, no, that's completely fair, I suppose. And I guess you can send it off. Well, actually, you would get a reply, but not from Noah, but rather his second in command. He tells you that that he would be like very willing to have someone sent over, as a proper investigator in a way. You talk to them. Someone is actually involved in the case. Because there have been like more attacks since then. Like only minor like skirmishes, like some small ships being attacked and the like. Nothing major just yet, but it's been like more frequent at this rate. And well, all of the incidents seem to involve extreme brutality.
Alright, yeah. Before answering that, I would call on the two Nordics, Gudbrand and Sif, and ask them if they are willing to answer questions.
Sure. Sure. Well, do you want to like have this a longer talk or just ask them and
No, just I would say the reports of the things I showed before of the brutality of one of your people doing to one of mine, it's happening again and again. Are you willing to talk with someone that is investigating on the origins of those incidents?
hmm. Well, actually, wait, no. I think they got pretty fucking drunk last time.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, no, I think they fucking some of them botched. And, I don't remember which one, but yeah, like, the memory's a bit hazy, and, it takes them like a few minutes to actually remember, when this even happened.
Fuck's sake, I just go to them and try to do a life effect
Uh,
and just try to put them in the state of sober.
sure, give me like
Just
a live, I think, hmm,
keep it to four, right?
would be like a live, no, it would be like a live, 3 effect. It would be like more akin to like healing, I think.
Okay. So it would be only at 6, right?
Yes.
Oh, double botch. I didn't end my ones.
Let's see. How much paradox are you at?
Mine, I'm not sure.
You are too, well. Let's see, I think that's not too bad. Let's see, paradox, come on. No, that's a wheel. We don't need a wheel. Whiteout is not. Paradox acquired. Paradox generated. There we go. 502. A coincidence. One paradox in high sphere, so that would be like 3 paradox. Yes.
So I go to 5 and take drag.
You don't take any egg.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's just um essentially like once you technically if once you reach like a certain threshold, you're supposed to like get if you get more than like 5 points in paradox, you're supposed to like roll in like roll for like backlash. Like even if you interpret it as like the wheel itself, then they still wouldn't be qualifying for that. Okay. Well then, you use your user master method, but instead of like shocking them into like a sober state, uh, well, it didn't quite work. And you just make the hair stand up.
Huh. That, that's very weird. I just look at myself, question my own existence. I just sit back. Alright, right. Investigator, I can show the incident again if you want to. I just play the video on my tablet and just show them. Remember this thing? It's happening again, and one of our guys wants to talk with you and ask questions if you could say anything that could help to understand why, how, things like that. You can reject. I understand your situation is very delicate.
Hmm. Yeah, good brand. Yeah, no, he will take it. And Sif will once again scream at the side. And well, a good brand will be a bit hesitant, but Sif will assure you, she's like very, very much willing to help catch these miscreants, even if they technically have people, well, but someone that acts like this is definitely not part of her people anymore.
good to see you. I would send okay. I just want to say that if our actions accidentally caused a downward spiral that completely broke your society, I'm sorry, that was not objective. And I just send back the email saying, sure, yes, send the specialists, they are okay to talk and seem cooperative.
Excellent. We would have someone drop by soon, and expect a date within the next 2 hours.
Fast.
Yeah, yeah, and he thanks you for your cooperation and bring this to their attention.
Well, now I still have a bunch of time and I'm not very creative at doing things on my own, so I'll just start trying to do some random bullshit. Well, I propose it to my superior, so I think I'm the one that should do it. I just want to take the super werewolf, the sedated one, and bring him to the operation table. So I just try to understand more his healing properties and disease resistance. Try to check the limits and try to isolate what's causing it.
Would you be taking precautions to make sure, the Nordics wouldn't see it?
Uh, no.
Okay.
Honestly, I was even considering asking one of them to be like back up if somehow wakes up and tries to kill everyone.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no, one precaution I would say to them. Uh, never, never try to get into this guy's head, alright? Never. He has very strong mind. Uh, he really fucked my friend over. Like, they're from this race of creatures that like to kill everything that they don't like. So, um, I know you all have lots of compassion. I'm not doing anything bad with him. I'll even release him later. I just want to understand how his power works, and they are very aggressive and unstable. So please don't mess with their heads.
Hmm. Give me like a charisma leadership at a 6.
I'll spend a willpower on that. I'm being very serious right now.
Okay.
Let me check if I still have my charisma buffs. Don't. No, I don't. Fuck. So yeah, I think that's 2 dice.
God bless. It's a
Two
success.
successes.
Yeah,
It's you. I spend a willpower.
yeah, I know. Fucking hell. Good job. And they assure you that they completely understand. And you walk away with a good feeling after this.
Yeah, just bring him to operation table. I need to do like my hero does. Sadly, I can't wake him up because he can break out of this place.
Okay. Well, let's put you in an appropriate space, I guess, at this point. This is my favorite lab, so I'm gonna go there. Feel free to drag yourself out while I delete the filth here. And then we need to use one of those. And well, anyone do you want there as well with you? Like as an assistant.
I mean, she likes doing this kind of stuff, so I would invite her. And I would have like Kelly just by the door as if things hell breaks out, she can come in quickly, but she doesn't need to actually be in the room if she doesn't want to.
Hmm. Let's see what her nature is. She's a survivor. Yeah, no, she will actually be there. He's the kind of person that would take that, sword ready, casually, in a fucking lizard girl form, wagging her tail.
I mean, it's the perfect form for her.
That's one way to put it.
I think she should. Does she, Radamer?
I don't know if I noted it down or not. Let's see. Does she actually have any? No, I don't. Yeah, I think it would be like an extra limb or something. I'm not sure. Yeah, I think you need like a merit for that, or like advantage, or rather, to give her like special
Yeah,
powers like that.
I will post the link for the lore, but yeah, the lore fits up with her personality.
Okay then. Well, anything anything you would like to empathize or just like start testing the capabilities?
I just start testing everything. Like, I'll probably have a range of different kind of tools to test how strong the skin is. Like, just have a set of knives in the Rockwell hardness thing. So
Hmm.
like from not sharp to extremely sharp, and just see how resistant the skin is. Just have several kinds of bacterias and viruses and other disease ready to try to infect some random cells, things like that. You know that they have at least one weakness, opium, so you can always do a China with a British and China with them.
Yeah, that's certainly true. Okay then. Well, roll me some intelligence war crime. I mean, honesty would probably be medicine.
Okay, I will roll. Wait, can I dice pool one attribute intelligence ability war crime? Let's see if that works. Oh fuck! I pressed the wrong button. Dice pool one. I does it say? So it doesn't say that I call the skill war crime, but that's 3 10s. I have improvised techniques and creative.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
So that would be a 9.
Yes, it would. Well done. You start cutting, and you see like the response. Like you manage like to track down the like how much pain they feel, they seem to feel, and it's about the same as you would expect from like a human or human-esque creature, or even like an animal. Like there's no special resistance or anything. And you notice, well, like some certain body parts that that seem to have like be the weak spots in a way. Similar to like humans. If you like punch them in like the kidneys, it like really hurts them, right? You find like similar spots
Yes.
for them. And as you like you do notice that like the heating capabilities seem to be purely related to like diseases and the like. Not anything not any like mundane cuts or anything that heal faster. Like they're very resistant against like the bacteria and viruses you deploy, but like a normal knife, no problem. Just goes fucking through, and the wound doesn't close in any way that that, that would indicate faster healing. And you have the you even get you even get you even get the feeling that like as you like do this, it's like it's like one of those things that reminds you of your like the stories your father told you. You know what a man can endure during war and what will break him, and it very much reminds you of that. And you're pretty sure you could figure out how to break them without actually harming them.
Yeah, the first line I wrote is feel same pen as humans. Within brackets, use shock collars question mark.
God bless. God bless. And well, what else is there? The rest you already know about them. But give me like a perception awareness at a 6.
Also, would be enough for me to isolate like the gene or whatever is giving origin to this disease resistance?
Hmm. Of 9 successes, yeah, sure, you can have that.
That's my perception awareness.
Mm. As you like, cut away and pour all kinds of nastiness on them in the form of virus and diseases, you you see something. You see that you see something. It's the face of a man, but but it's strange, distorted in a way. It has huge like teeth, tusks even, and antlers, and looks very angry.
I just stop. I open the folder in my datapad with the auto info I have about Rorg. Is that a drawing?
Not a drawing, but a description. And yeah, no, it kind of lines up.
All right, I want to do a artistic class. Would how it would be to try to draw what I'm seeing to add to the database.
I think it was expression. Let me check real quick.
Dexterity expression.
Yeah, probably. Let me see. Strategy, expression, abilities, attributes, talents. There we go. Awareness, bro. Oh, it's art actually.
Is that a skill or a talent?
It's a talent. No worries.
Oh, yeah, I see here. Okay, I can just roll my dexterity flat then.
Yes, yes, you can.
It's not trash. Surprising.
Yeah, and you managed to managed to do some drawings, and it actually looks like some rent, like one of those like police sketches, but a little more primitive. But yeah, you managed to do it. And it looks pretty accurate, with, based on your mind. Still, not to a professional level, but certainly a lot better than you expected.
Okay, yeah, I think after I noticed the face, I would just leave that with the slowly destroying the body and just isolate the gene and stop. I don't want to piss off this guy.
Hmm.
For all I know, he just lives in that cave in Hollow Ceres, and I don't want to be murdered by him.
Understandable. At some point, as you decide to put a stop to this, you do think you heard something like claws going over the metal, like right behind you. But as you look, there's nothing there.
I would just tell Mashi. You know, I think I just piss off a very powerful reality deviant.
No, that's exciting.
Yes, weirdly enough, it really is. I just showed the picture. He looks like a cool guy, don't you think?
Mm-hmm. She does. I wonder if those antlers have like feelings in them. And she picks up one of the like sawing tools.
Hmm.
And starts to study it.
Don't just ship the corners because probably has some sort of meaning into them because their daddy Rourke also has those, and I don't want to piss Daddy Rourke so much that he appears and kills me. At least not right now. You need to have a very big box to keep him inside after he appears.
Hmm. She looks a bit disappointed and then says, I guess. Do you think we can do something somewhere where he can't see us?
Hmm. Possibly I could ask one of the specialists on the werewolves in the organization, or maybe wards. I heard that Tristan can do wards. Maybe he can block reality deviants trying to look on what we're doing.
That would be most wonderful. I have I, I'm honestly excited. Excited with thanks for having me take part in this, and she gives her like a kiss on the cheek.
I just pat her hand. Don't worry, don't worry. You are a very good assistant.
God bless.
I think I would stop for now. Just Domino's stopping a fucking degenerate, please.
What? God damn it, Domino.
Uh,
Do you not have like young relatives, Domino?
I don't really. No.
Yeah.
that makes sense. Also, he's an Arab. You know how they are.
Yeah, that's it. That's true.
Yeah,
That's
you
true.
should not forget that.
But I think that's enough for today. Let's let the others do some things as I think on how not to piss a very angry god. And I would just send the picture, describe a bit of what happened, and try to just send a request of please get a contact with to me with a werewolf specialist. And I would send the substream to Noah.
Alright. Roll me like a luck die. Huh. Damn. Damn. Okay, so let's make some notes. Bacon torture is the Rogue Hunter.
I fucking love the notes that I imagine that's exactly what Vicious Love is writing.
Oh, what? I'm just gonna copy that. That seems perfect to me. Okay, and well, just for reference's sake, you would later get a response that like not a proper werewolf expert is available to like come to you or anything, but I could maybe like set up like some video meeting where you can talk to like someone in a facility or like the mud ball.
I think that's fine.
All right. All right. Next up, I guess if you want to like think about things, let's see which one I'm gonna do first. Okay. Well, the dice have decided it's the pizza, Domino's pizza.
Yes.
Well done. What would you like to do on this wonderful new day?
Well, as a starting thing, probably go pick up my apprentice.
Just her or someone else?
I mean, I'd pick her up first. Have a little bit of a chat with her, and then pick up the other one. But I will pick them both up.
All right. All right. I think I could do that. Like get ready for that. You do get a message. It appears to be from your mysterious benefactors.
Oh,
They tell you to be ready within the next few days. Yet they might want you to bring some stuff across the gauntlet. Details will follow.
that's the favor. They're already cashing it in, huh?
Well, part of it.
They said a favor, not two favors.
Well, yeah, but you might have to do more than one run on this.
Hmm.
It's like a multi-step job.
Is that all the info I get?
Yeah, so far.
Okay.
Also, like just for reference sake, you wouldn't know about like who actually sent this. It's like a bit obfuscated.
Yeah, I figured as much.
Like some like like obviously fake names like a Smith.
John Bowie. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I mean just boy. Yeah, God bless. But yeah, sure. Let's see. Where would she even be? Yeah, honestly would be at Radiance too, and that's where Mossy or Mosey would be as well.
That's not her name, remember? She's Shaniqua.
Fuck you. But yeah, let's like put you on like some cool map for that. That's too cool for you.
Very rude.
Sure, like why not go here instead? God bless. Been such a long time.
Oof. This would be a chat place to live, I feel like.
That really
Too
is.
bad we killed it. They should have slowly infiltrated it and used it, gotten it back as a usable ship. Can you imagine? Oof,
Yeah.
that would be so good.
Would have been. But anyways, feel free to drag yourself out, and I'm gonna like put her.
I would probably, for this, I kind of feel like taking Sarah with me, but that would involve having to ask John, and
Hmm.
because he's not here,
But you
it'd
know,
be a pain in the dick.
who is gonna be here?
Hmm. Oh, she's here too.
Yes.
Fair enough. That's good.
And yeah, she's your shadow.
I thought she'd only be a thing if like I was actually doing the research, but fair enough.
I mean, it's you. You can fuck up everywhere. You can be contacted by the weird alien.
Actually, that's true, but it's actually me who does the contacting bacon.
Sure, you tell yourself that.
Yeah.
I mean, every time he shows up, I need to make a roll, so it is technically.
God bless them, you know.
But yeah, no, I'll comment on how actually kind of cool this place looks. If it actually looks like this, which I highly doubt.
Yeah. Well. Okay. And you see, as you like approach, you see like this lady from the files.
Hmm.
On the files, sitting on like a bench with actually, let me like some perception alertness.
Cute senses apply.
It does
Uh, Perception, awareness, or alertness.
alertness.
I shouldn't have asked her the same thing anyway.
No, they're not.
I had the same rating for me.
Hmm.
6.
Okay, and well, you do notice like several things about her actually. You notice that
Oh.
she's that she like has like a PDA out, but you see her eyes like very often like dart around the room. It's like around the area instead, and she doesn't seem to like actually pay attention what's on the screen, but rather her surroundings. And you also notice like the position, like the place she's sitting at. Like that's one of the few places that actually has like a solid wall behind her. As there's nothing in the back, and it also has like the emergency escape nearby, and on top of that, there's like a bunch of like pebbles on the on like the bench she's sitting on, but like little bit like hidden. Seems to be like taken from one of the nearby like plant pots, that are there for decorative purposes.
Did she say pebbles or pedals?
Pebbles. Like
That part confuses me.
I see.
Could you rephrase that?
She has rocks. Rocks.
She's on the bench with her.
Yes, but like kinda like she's like halfway sitting on it, so you can't like see it right away.
Oh, all right. Likes to play. Well, I imagine my shadow is like pretty close to me, right? Walking, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I probably. I know she's paranoid, right?
Yes.
Probably like make sure that when we approach, we are being like loud, or at least like audible to her. I don't want to catch her off guard. That's not the way to approach stuff like this.
What would be funny? If she gets like an attack and
She dies on the job. Hey, at the very least, that wouldn't be linked back to me seeing as my fucking shadow is watching me, right?
I mean depends what your shadow's gonna say.
I mean, that'd be flat out lying. She says this was my intent.
No. But
Yes.
being retarded enough might be enough to get you fucked still.
But yeah, no, I would just casually, make sure she knows that we're arriving and like not look at her, not be. I don't want to look at her too much and unnerve her, but I also don't want to avert eye contact because that's also just very sketchy.
Hmm.
I like how with this chick, if at any point I want to tell the truth, you're still gonna have me fucking little charisma empathy, aren't you?
Yes.
It's fucking based. Roll to not lie.
As you come closer, You know, her eyes seemed like see like actually, I should have a roll to see like how well she does it.
I actually know how I can get closer to this chick. Oh my God, Redoma, God bless.
You do?
Yeah, remember how I used to have the rotten liar flaw?
Hmm.
That would have helped like with her, I feel like. But you remember how we replaced it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can give her a way to know when I'm lying.
Domino. I'm gonna agree with you.
Yes.
Do you have any idea how suspicious these signs are?
Yes. But if she's paranoid and I'm telling her this, that's one way to earn somebody's trust.
What's like what's like your wit's alertness?
My wits plus alertness right now.
Yes.
Uh, 8.
Ah, cool.
Nope.
Nope. You
Nope.
see, you see her like sitting there trying to pretend, you know, she didn't notice anything, and and that kinda fails. Like you notice her like eyes dart to you quite a few times, and like seem to fixate you.
You know, I'll
Yeah.
make sure to like still not look at her too much and just wear a smile as I talk a little bit with you. If Tiong. What is her actual name? Yeah, it's Tiong.
Yeah.
Okay, can I just call her a Ying? Because that's easier.
Sure. You know, like every time you like call her that, she like opens up her EDA and makes like and makes some notes.
Wait, who does?
Your shadow. No, just kidding, just kidding. But yeah, you
Oof.
clearly notice that Anke is trying to like pretend you're not there, and you know tried and instead tries to play it all cool. But you,
Yeah, it's fine.
yeah,
I will, as you walk up to her, it's still like a little bit away. Uh, you just like, kind of just waves at her uh, like in a small little movement, really. Uh, to try to see if she actually locks eye contact at that point.
how close are you getting?
Let's say like 3 meters apart.
Okay, okay, that's not too close for her. So she eventually like looks at you and says, and says, Mr. Cooper, I presume you're here to pick me up.
Yeah, indeed. I felt like the best way to approach well new people that are going to be part of the crew would be to pick them up personally, and therefore this is where we are. Just like give her a slight smile. Try to not fixate too much on her eyes,
Mm.
so that can nerve people. I brought another member of the crew with me. This is Tiong Yung Hui.
Tiang Hui Wing He. Well, is he like
Ooh.
you see her like go through the go through the thing. How do you spell that?
I just glance over at her, like trying to see if she wants answered or if she wants me to answer.
She like smiles. Tiong just smiles and fully spells it out for her. You know, you see like you get like this air of professionalism from her. And well, so I know her kind.
Tristan just like looks at her a bit confused. But tries to like hide that. Can you elaborate?
We may want to discuss this in a bit more private environment.
All right. Tristan nods. Yeah, there should be plenty of moments for that. Is there anything? Does she have like stuff with her already? Or
Yeah, like she has like some like light baggage with her. Certainly a lot less than Miss Hui had with her.
Yeah, she doesn't have dried fucking heads with her.
Yes.
Oh, I'll look at Anke and nod and go. So, what, if you don't mind me asking, what is this base like? Or, like, what is this station like? What is it like being here? I would probably know if she's been here for a while, right?
Yeah. You would know that she's like only recently been like transferred here more or less. It's like not proper transfer. It's more like one of those places where you like hang out for like a day or two, until you like shipped off.
I see.
It's been fine. It's been fine. I've been very much enjoying myself. And you see like a shutter go through her as she says that.
Ooh. All right, I'll nod at her. I don't know how many people are on the ship. Do I know that, Redomer? On the station?
Yeah. Like permanent crew is somewhere in the like somewhere in the hundreds, like
Ooh,
one or 200.
that is a lot of fucking people. We'll look at there and go like, I kind of feel like this could just be me, but kind of feel like living in, being here at least for a little bit even. Isn't the place a bit too crowded?
Mm, crowded, yeah. And she here like nervously laugh. Yeah, it's crowded. And you make it maybe have like a willpower roll for her. How well she does.
How scuffed did you make her be? What the fuck? Has the roller power to do anything? What?
No, just willpower to see how well she coped.
Hmm.
She coped pretty well. I'm glad I will be off here. There's like too many open spaces, too many crevices. This is too much of a civilian place compared to what I was expecting. I thought I would have left it behind when I left Earth.
So not that's one thing you're gonna like in on the ship is it's not at all like that. I think with you and the other person we have to pick up here, and then there should eventually be two more people. The amount of open spaces that are that are lessened, and it's the place we're going to is very clearly more militarized. It, it has that benefit. It's also more strategic. You don't. I feel more at home there than I would tend to feel out here in a place like this, if I'm being honest. It does look cool and all that, but cool and nice to live in aren't necessarily the same things. I think for that, yes.
No, that was out of character.
Oh, but I think for that purpose, it's probably a good idea if we get on our way, pick up the other person. We can have a private chat when we actually get back to Ceres, if you don't mind.
Oh, I would actually prefer the environment of the ship, and I want to make some things clear before we head to Ceres. Truth be told, but that's not for around here. And you see like the same darting movement of her eyes as you noticed before.
Tristan will nod. Hmm. Uh, how about we have a little bit of a chat there on the ship in a sec before we pick up the other person? Would that serve for you? So we can have that chat you wanted to have.
For sure. The
And
less ears, the better.
yeah, I'll look at Pyong Ying Hui. There, would you be okay with giving us like a couple of minutes? Maybe you can go ahead and see if we're our other crewmate is. If you don't mind, of course.
She gives you a smile. Sure, I can. Do you want me to? I can get the formalities out of the way and direct you to the ship, which should give you like a few minutes to talk.
Yeah, I'd really like that. We'll have a proper chat on the ship, and then, this little crew can have a talk amongst itself, and everybody's here, and he like puts on a smile.
Yeah, a warm smile from her, and says, "Well, then, see you in a few minutes. I will bring some coffee for everyone."
Aha, just a nod, sir. If you find donuts, please take like 4 of them. Please like take 4 of them and you like hands or some money to get donuts. You can never have too many donuts. That's the one thing on Ceres that will always stay.
Yeah, until you get raided by a certain Polish guy.
If he does that, I think I have a license to kill.
Over donuts.
Yes, I will nuke Ems's base.
I see.
You do not steal a man's donuts in space.
Hmm.
Have you ever heard of a story where a man steals donuts from another guy in space and it ended well? Yeah, neither have I.
God bless. But yeah, where would you actually like want to talk?
I'd probably like talk probably in the control the car, like the general big. Yeah, probably in like the near the pilot seat on the ship.
Okay, sure.
I don't want to make sure
Yeah.
safe. Probably even tell the AI like for a second. Actually, yeah, I don't know that, so probably tell the AI to not listen for a sec. Might appear sketchy as fuck, but oh well.
Tells the AI to not listen. AI says yes, but records it anyways.
I don't think it can do that. Or dumb.
Alright, I can't talk. My bad.
Yeah, and it also cannot deny me.
What do you mean?
I'm the captain. We went through this.
I mean, what if I received different orders from someone higher up the chain?
That just means that I have to install the better AI soon.
It's not an AI. It's not an AI.
It's an AI. Let's
No.
go.
No.
He walks like her into the ship. At some point, he probably would have offered her like, "Do you want me to carry your stuff?" But I expect she's gonna say no.
No, she's gonna say no. She's
Yeah.
fine.
So I wouldn't even ask. You would only think about it, but then be like, "Nah, she's never gonna say yes." And just gives her a small tour and like brings her to the room. Yeah, this is where we fly this thing at. She's quite proud of the ship. So obviously, it's custom made for me, right, Redomer?
It's yes and no. Like it's actually like a ship type now. I think.
Fair enough.
Yeah, like
Yeah, it's a ship. It's one of the ships you don't see around much. That might be up and coming though. I do definitely recommend it. You like chuckles.
Mm. So it's a good craftsmanship. Less less military oriented than expected, but I see some signs of modification. That like raise an eyebrow.
Yeah, he nods. I've had several things changed about this. Mainly it's the fact that we have an active stealth field. It's one of my favorite things about this ship. In fact, I haven't been able to use it myself, but just the possibilities of sneaking up upon the enemy and hiding from whatever strange things may lurk out there. At some point, I even saw like a giant like octopus, space octopus. It was fucking weird.
A what?
A space octopus. I like give her like the actual technocratic term.
She just
The ship eating ones.
she just looks at you. This was not
Yeah.
part of the briefing, she says after like a minute.
You like to put on a smile. It's fine. We like you have the cell field. I always engage it whenever we fly out, unless it's a military zone where that would be deemed as a mil as a offensive thing. And this I know nothing that can follow this ship and follow it at the speed at which I can command this ship. Don't worry, it's kind of my kind of my specialty.
That's good. Do you have like, do you have active, do you have active, active lookouts for that kind of being?
Uh, we don't, but they've only been spotted once. I've marked that place, and we're staying the hell away from it. It's something that we do intend to at some point check and I'll probably clear out. Just that right now our focus lies on Ceres, where you're surprisingly safe from most things, except for the other people there. But you don't have to worry about that. Because they don't. Yes.
In the briefing they mentioned there have been attacks before on Ceres. Are you sure that safe is the correct word?
Oh, you've mentioned before how you enjoyed being in a more militarized setting, and that's exactly what the base is, and this ship to a degree as well is. It offers you the best protection you can get by the hands of big, massive guns that can take out anything. We've been invaded. Like they've attempted to invade us technically twice. They failed both times, and they will fail again. It's my job to ensure that, and I'm sure that I will. And he like starts to share some of the ideas he's had about making Ceres more safe. She probably only comprehends like half of it because she doesn't know the current measures, but he'd still share them with her.
Mm.
Like we need to ward the bases, then the nodes, send the range of our weapons, set up an active like something that scans things further out than Ceres that could detect stuff like the space octopi and stuff.
Let's see. Give me like an odd roll of charisma plus hypertech. At a 7.
4 successes.
Bless.
Bless indeed.
And alright, I forgot. You have fucking monstrous charisma. And yeah, she seems to be calmed down by this, at least a little bit. And a bit more at ease. Although, like while you were talking, you do notice something. Seems to have it's pretty like you almost like you almost think you have imagined it, but it seems like she has tried to suck on her thumb at some point during the conversation.
What the fuck? Alright. Alright. Krishna's gonna keep that to like the back of his head. Looks at her. Yeah, no, it's I said this before, but I'm pretty sure you're aware of this, but I'm chief security on Ceres. It's my job to provide a safe place, and therefore my first priority is people on the ship and the ship itself. So if there's ever anything you feel you worry about or you feel could be done better, let me know. Criticism is always good, I find.
Of course. Well then, thank you, Mr. Cooper. I will be getting ready. I will be readying my quarters then.
If you don't mind, I do have one question though. Actually, a question and a thing I want to say. She doesn't mind, of course.
You're the captain of this vessel.
Oh, feel free to call me Tristan. It feels weird to actually hear people say Cooper that aren't the construct managers or Noah. And like puts on a smile.
She like looks at you. Like in a really strange way. Like like she looks like she wants to say something for a few seconds and then says, don't you think that's a bit too much too soon, sir?
So he puts on a smile. Maybe it was trying to like move on with things. Um, what you mentioned you know what Mrs. Tiong's kind was. So what did you mean by that? Afraid I wasn't fully catching that.
Psychologists have you probably read my file. But I have a long history of those. At least since I joined with the union.
Because people like me, you've not exactly had the best experience of them. Then yeah, tend to stress me out. If I'm being honest.
I've had so many talks with them, and their efficiency leaves much to be desired. And quite frankly, everything I did with them was a waste of time.
Just in like nods. I think that even in the best circumstances, and actually like make sure to look around and see if the shadow isn't there listening. Can I do a check?
Mm, no, you can. You would easily know that shadow has not entered your ship just yet.
We'll tell her. Even in the best cases, I feel like they're only going to tell, and they're only going to really be able to tell you stuff you already know or will figure out. So they're kind of questionable efficiency indeed. And most of the time, a hands-on and just having experience, going through the experience is something can be a better resolution to most things than straight up talking to someone about it constantly. I guess paid for it.
Hmm. So
Somebody looking.
I'm not so sure about that. I think like some things are best left the way they are.
Probably at this point have a little bit of small talk until she arrives.
Sure.
Need to give her some more time. So like,
No, she won't be like coming very, 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 very soon. At this point, like like Mosey is a lot easier to handle.
imagine. Imagine if she was harder. Holy shit.
I mean, that's only a little bit of life magic away.
What?
It's only a little bit of life magic away.
How?
What do you mean?
What does Anka's problem have to do with life magic?
Oh, you mean Anka? Okay. I thought you meant imagine if she was hot. I was thinking that you meant her.
Oh, you mean a deficiency? No, no.
It's not even a flaw. It's just
It should be. This isn't real life. Yeah, upon her like arriving, I'll walk up to her and just introduce myself.
it's a pleasure to meet you. And it's like a slight accent to her.
Hmm.
And like your assistant just like trailing her casually. Like both seem to have had a good time. Both come smiling.
Good. Yeah, I'll return a smile and go, it's a pleasure to meet indeed. And uh, yeah. So, welcome to the Orion. So, it's a pretty interesting time. It's a pretty new ship, too. At least, the thing is new, right?
Mm,
Technically.
new-ish. Like
Newish.
it's probably haven't seen like that much usage, but it's probably not like new.
It's a decently new ship. And give her a small tour. You know, piloting place, etc., etc.
Mhm. So what will my duties be? I'm not sure. What do you have in mind for me?
Well, what would be in a report that she's good at, Redomer?
Well, she is like very good at well, finances. She's good at like convincing others, and she's also like very good at well, she's very good at like predictions and the like.
Good at what? Pictures.
Predictions.
Predictions.
Yes,
Is that straight up enigmas or financial predictions?
like financial ones.
Ah,
I mean,
well,
I guess technically, there's also like something said about like risk assessment in general, but that's not. She's not as good with that. Like, she's like more good at the financial stuff, but she can do like general risk assessments as well.
okay. Well, Tristan looks at her. I feel like for now, the easiest, and probably the most fitting thing would be to have you evaluate some of the points we found on Ceres, some of the nodes we found, and their potential to be useful to us, and maybe in a bigger picture to figure out more ways that we can be financial help slash be more financial about using the ship. At least for now. The duties on the ship itself, and I'd look at both Mosey and Anke are they're pretty freeform. The ship isn't exactly entirely finalized build wise. I intend to have some more. I intend to have some more space for workshops, so you are all free to do as you wish in your own space and have some more privacy. But until then, that would be what I expect of you. Anything more, honestly, as a bonus, particularly this quick. If I'm being honest, and he chuckles. There are any other things you can always come to me about them. Puts on a smile.
Yeah, and she like comes closer and says no problems at all. I was actually planning to be very open about things. That's one of the things that really helped me in my helped me in my last job a lot, and yeah, we'll be happy. We're looking forward to cooperating with you. And let's see, we should probably make this a roll. Let's see. You can give me like a perception, empathy, or perception subterfuge, depending on your liking. Tell me which one you're using.
Is there one that's particularly better than the other? Because they're both the same.
No, just like different results, really.
Okay. Does acute senses apply?
Unfortunately, it does.
I'll do subterfuge. 8 successes.
God bless.
You hate it so much, don't you?
That I do. Let's see. Manipulation. Come on, don't disappoint me now.
That's disappointment.
It is. And yeah, you get the feeling that like there's it seems like a lot of like empty phrases with her. and like there's certainly the part about being open. Like the way her eyes twitched at that. It seems like just weird. Like something. There's not something that she isn't telling you. This is certainly not the truth.
Right, interesting. He puts on a smile for now, but probably he's gonna put that to mind and be a bit more cautious about the things she says from now on. So they're once again looking forward to working with you as well. Ceres is an interesting place, as I'm pretty sure everybody's been briefed here, and I think both me and Mrs. Tiong so far have been able to experiencing and probably tested this. But everyone on Ceres has their own little reason for being there. Some of us, including me, for example, kind of, how does one put it, shoeballed over here. But I think while that's something, at least a bad impression, at the same time, I think it also makes it be more of a, I guess, familiarity. Like, yeah, he starts thinking about how to properly explain this, but ultimately fails to do so. It's like trying to do a leadership role, to like leadership thing, to just
Sure, if you want to do that, then
inspire.
you can do that. Give me a charisma leadership. I just had a 6.
3.
Okay, well, not bad. Not bad. And, yeah. Well, I guess, that does mean you get a, you say a little piece, and, it seems like, it seems to have inspired confidence in your, in your crew. Even like, Tiong seems to be seems to stand like a little bit more upright after this.
That's cool. That's nice.
But yeah, but you would still notice, like Anke seems to be like stepping on the spot. Like she's like impatient.
No, at that point I probably, start up the ship and make it go as fast as I can. But it's probably a good idea to somebody else. It's
Yeah.
been 38 minutes and 10 seconds.
Wonderful. Yeah, she's like
The path.
but like one thing I've noticed that Anke is gonna rush off as soon as possible.
She's gonna go to her own base,
Yeah.
room. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Okay, and well, Tristan needs Mozzie and okay, both. Okay, and then well, there's only one person left, Allied. Are you here?
No.
Okay,
Who is truly here?
no one.
Exactly.
Lady SD. This game was entirely just in your head. We never existed.
That sounds about right. Rom is that cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Could you repeat
Tamper
it?
boxes. We're making fun of you.
That would probably work better if I actually understood anything.
But yes, I am here, good sir.
Very good. Well, what are you up to this day?
Well, I need to speak with the Fu Tao.
With the Fu Tao? Where would you like to speak with the Fu Tao?
Well, I mean, in his office, I don't really think. Where else would he be?
I mean, you could always ask, like, to come to your, to your place, or like in the control room,
no,
or
I haven't been doing anything.
yes.
If I summon Fu Tao, that means he's got to stop taking care of the budget for like 5 minutes, and that could be disastrous because I have the budget as well. That's 5 minutes of me being able to approve things without him looking it over. So I'm well aware of, that you're supposed to be summoned to the boss, but Sam literally is on light duty. He's, you know, not really much else that he can do besides go bother people himself.
Sure. Sure. But yeah, Futaro was very open about an appointment and just let's
I
yeah.
mean, I don't give a fuck if he's got an appointment or not. I'll just knock on the door. It's my construct. Who the fuck does he think he is? Sorry, sir. I can't pencil you in for an appointment on this space base.
I see. You're the kind of type. You're the type of guy that's like surprise that does surprise appointments by himself.
Yes. If the two guards are standing there, that means Futao's in.
God bless. I did.
It's just like, Futao, meeting time. Sir, what? It's time for your daily budgeting meeting. Oh god, not again. But yes,
Well,
in this case, actually, Joe says should already have a schedule, whatever. Because I do gotta talk to him about the new expansion that will be coming, and his desire to lord over it.
I mean, sure.
You know what he plans on bringing to this peace and prosperity.
Let's make this proper scene, and well, he would say, well, Mr. O'Neill, I'm very happy to tell you that I will be first of all making sure that the basic needs of the base are going to be met, and basic supplies are going to be produced. The typical things: uniforms, some easy repair parts, some some a bit more harder to replaceable parts, such as such as the ones that require more extensive manufacturing, or as I do believe enlightened scientists will be able to provide a wide array. Unfortunately, we will not have the capabilities to create devices and similar, but I believe anything requiring not necessarily requiring enlightened science will be perfectly fine.
Actually, I just realized, out of character, I can do that, can I? I can create devices.
Yes, you can.
Right? He doesn't do that.
Well, yeah, but it's more like a thing where that's really like done off camera, essentially, where you have a capacity supply of shit.
Tell my other question now with this matter is, are you looking for? And I know this will wound you to some extent. Are we looking at quality goods here, or just, well, the military goes with the cheapest bidder?
I wouldn't say cheapest, but we are certainly going for mass-produced items. As that is one of the things that have to be shipped in extensively and on a regular basis.
Chinese knockoffs or American and European made wear?
The usual void engineer standards.
He just looks at like made in China, but I don't want that. I actually don't know what degree of like. I guess it would probably be above normal unenlightened shit in the mass market, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be like, especially like because in space you don't want shit to fail at all ever. So so it's probably pretty high quality.
I was just worried he's gonna try to not cut safety budget, but like loopholes,
Yeah, I mean he's smart enough to know that that it's more expensive to replace to replace people and incidents. Like on a mod body maybe would risk it, but not here.
as long as it's not me or my boys, that's fine. You want to get somebody else killed, fuck them. But no, Sam's like, all right, Futao, I can see where you're going with this. Though I will still, as usual, need to read off things and any priority production will be met that comes in.
Well, of course you have to read off, but I would like to remind you that that this has been well, more or less already been decided. As we did have the meeting, and we did have I do have your agreement on me already
no.
this.
I didn't mean to like undercut him. Like I only meant like if like a priority like production order comes in, like that's prioritized. Like even if it like hinders us for a bit.
Oh yeah, of course. That's
Yeah.
perfectly acceptable. Well, ideally I
I
would.
wasn't like Futaba, if I say I need 20 cups, make them immediately. No, it was literally like, yeah, hey, like if we gotta take a hit for like the actual cause. It'd be like that, but try to make sure it happens. If we gotta sacrifice something, we can take a hit for a bit.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. Yeah, no, you wouldn't have any problems with that. It would actually tell you like, oh yeah, I've been thinking about upscaling our operations afterwards, as you might expect, and well, ideally we have a stockpile here, with supplies before they go out, as to make sure we can supply one of the bigger ships without impairing functionality of our own bases around Ceres. As it stands right now, the production would be too small scale to supply even the entirety of Ceres reliably. It will lessen the strain, but it won't be a complete replacement.
No, I understand that. I've been looking into it as well without selling or shortcomings on my own end. I'd rather not compromise any. I'd rather not play around with red tape if I don't. Basically favor trading.
Yes, as of course, Mr. O'Neill, that's perfectly acceptable. Although, I do believe
I've already done that. So
yeah, I do believe if you actually want to engage in favor trading, I would recommend preparing something of value, and well, ideally you want to trade in services that you can easily fulfill, as those tend to be the cheapest.
Sam looks down on this clipboard of like ships coming in for repairs and like the ability to slightly adjust that. Yes. Services you can provide.
Well, we do have as we do say, we do have we do say that it's easy to get caught up in trying to do some trades and ending up offering nothing, or worse, offering something you shouldn't have offered.
Flashbacks to Hyde offering the silver. Was it silver or copper?
I think.
What was the mine? Was it a copper mine?
Yeah, the copper mine that didn't exist and wasn't Hyde. It was John Bowie.
That we still don't have.
Yeah. If the good thing is that Hyde does decide in the meantime to actually pay this off, because I don't think John would have ever been able to fix this issue.
I'm sure there's copper somewhere on Ceres. He just had to start digging.
Well, yeah. We probably would have eventually found something, but it's not. The problem is like he kept he didn't like he at least initially he didn't like tell. Oh yeah, I don't have this. He instead pretended like he would have it. Sure, understandably so. Pissed people off.
Yeah, no. Well, no, I understand completely, and that's why I don't partake in it.
Hmm.
Yes. And then depending on the next arrangement coming in, once we have a proof of concept with this, basically it's like a factory, right? Manufacturing. Manufacturing gets set up.
Yeah, essentially.
Hyde has already piqued interest in my ear over the coming matter, so we will see what it is.
Well, he actually contacted me himself earlier.
Oh.
We had some negotiations. I ideally would want to. It seems you have promised him some priority on production capabilities. By the sounds of it.
Hold on. He said that I had.
Well, yes.
Hold on. No, that was not in the agreement at fucking all. God bless Ems. That I did not promise him any production agreement, sites, production rights to his. Hold on. What if we just say?
Like so some like rights to production capabilities. Like generally, not just robots.
Where the fuck got that from? But okay. I spoke with him about getting one of the potential expansions that will be cycled onto Ceres as the project grows. Nothing in my notes here states that he had full rights to a production site. Mayhaps a line at most.
Well then, you might want to have a talk with him about that.
I will need to.
And another matter cropped up in the meantime. Mr. Moran has taken well renewed interest in this project. It seems he does have he wants to have an official recommendation for the next meeting as to spread out the production capabilities amongst the different bases and new facilities or expansions to old ones are supposed to be on well more than well more than one.
He said, "Who, Noah?"
Yes. I'm not quite amused by this plan, as I do see it as a waste, as the next step in our in our realization of the plan would, in my opinion, require an expansion of the facilities here in Piyuku.
Oh, hold on. I apologize for not. Yeah, no. So Noah wants to spread the production that's going to be coming on the series and other stuff to the various bases.
Yeah, essentially prevent.
Stretching the logistics. No, like, I'm also like, yeah, any kind of stretching the logistics that we already burden strain that we already have for what was the reason he said?
Well, let's see. And he like opens up a PDA, a PDA, and starts like looking through it. Well, the exact message talked more about well, certain concerns about power accumulation. There's to like make sure that none of the constructs become the soul center of it, of the project, or rather in general, grow too much.
So it's just kind of like looking at Futao as he's reading this off, like on his face, he's written like, "What? It's my. I thought of this project. Excuse like we thought of this. What do you like trying to be like? What the fuck do you mean? I said, Stanley, you know, I can understand those concerns, but quite a few of the contract managers on Ceres don't have an interest in the matter, which would lead to subpar performance. Would it not?
Oh, I do believe. I do believe so. Yes. What I would recommend is for you to talk to her, to have a talk with him, as I would not like to go against an official recommendation on one hand, but on the other hand, if it's detrimental to the project and might end up costing us more, then I would I would want to prevent that.
Well, with he's my only base supervisor, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, with my, Futao, I will, that chance I get, I will, I write notes it down like I'll work on something like send them to Noah. Me and the supervisor like, hey. Also, did I get this letter as well or no?
Well, as you check, it's it seems to have like something that just arrived as you were about to like walk into Futawa's office.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like a really fresh one.
Strange that Futao got it fucking first, but alright, Noah.
No, like you got the same time. It's just
Oh, Futao's been reading it while Sam's been ranting to him about the glories of the project.
no, like he was reading it as you came in.
Oh. Alright, something we'll need to work on. A bit strange considering he didn't want more expansion and everything in the long run due to it being harder to defend but more costly. Huh. Out of character, I'm trying to wrap my brain around it. Noah said we can't expand anymore, like more bases, but also Noah's like, hey, we can't have anybody become a focal point of power on Ceres.
Maybe there's something afoot you don't know about.
Noah, how could you betray me? I trusted you. Well, guess I'm on Team Traditions then. Team Traditions then.
What about Team Syndicate? They haven't betrayed you.
Yeah, but I'm too poor for them to care about me. That's why they haven't betrayed me.
I mean, you could be like a wonderful asset. They like assets.
Oh, God. Oh, man. It's another option. Maybe, I don't know. While we're at it, can you, hold on, but I was like, yeah, I'll see about setting something up for that. Another thing that's been brought to my mind then, Futao, we haven't gotten our collectors in yet, have we? That because that was sent through Fu. I mean, I had Fu Tao on that.
What do you mean? Could you repeat that?
The currency collectors that we were gonna go be able to deploy, and then like when the patrols would go out, they'd regather the matrices and shit.
Oh yeah, but it's not like one of those that can be reliably done, because it's a kind of, you know, the only one that's still like secured and like regularly patrolled, and not sure. Let me actually roll a luck die if like the stuff for it would have arrived. It's still not properly watered, which then
But yeah, don't fucking worry. I'll be getting to that.
yeah, okay. So essentially, like in out of game terms, it's something that would arrive like at the start of next downtime, which hopefully not too far away. But there have been like some like certain shortages on like those kind of resources. Like they need to essentially like a bunch of matrices to like to essentially bring into circulation.
Is that matter or prime to make them?
Both.
All right, also give me one moment. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine. I can look for the exact routes for that. I think Roots of Wonder. There you go. Fuck, what's the one? Let's see. Da, 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 da. Looks like a wonderful thing for it. I can't see it again. Yeah, periapts. What the fuck is it? Periapts. Ugh. No, that's not it either. There we go. Matrix. Seems good enough. And then let's drop it by in the Ceres chat. Up. That's while Edit is distracted. I'm gonna click on Bacon's links and get banned from Twitch.
Don't let the stream see. Maybe no, they're not that bad.
Click on the links. Yeah. Oh, don't
Not
worry,
bad.
Terry. I'll save for work.
The
Well, the
borderline.
last one isn't. It
I mean,
is, but
it
isn't.
is.
But
It totally
isn't.
is. It's up to your own interpretation what that one thing is. Could just be a stinger.
Well,
It is technically.
Yeah.
It has poison on it.
Exactly.
like
It's the same like the IRL version, you know.
God damn it. Cowards, the cowards they made this, but the Valiant only once. Let's go. Yeah, that's just fucking this kind of stuff. Also, like, I'm gonna lie, like the first version, that looks way too tame for anything you would produce.
Yeah,
I mean,
definitely.
I am using some Nordics to it, but I also agree it should be the Dark one the second.
It also fits Psycho Pumps better, I feel like, Redomer.
Cursed.
True.
And for now, I'm thinking on a scientific name for the mushroom people.
I
think I'm going to create like a in the fungi kingdom. a new, like there would be ambulacho from walking, like the class, and I just need like the proper species final name.
No, that's something I would know about. Anyways, I'm gonna be right back myself. Feel free to talk amongst each other.
Cap. I need a word for cap in Latin.
What for what?
For cap.
Cap. I was just
Pileus. Ambulacho pileus. That would be the scientific name I just invented for the mushroom people because I met them first.
based. Very, very cursed and based at the same time, Bacon.
Yeah, for now, all the special abilities we can put in one creature are disease immunity, the telepathy, and advanced regeneration.
But Bacon, you have dimensional science, right?
Yes, I have drawn it.
Well, we can actually. Then what are your other spheres? And at what level are they?
Life 5, Prime 5 next by the end of the session. Mother 2, Dimensional Science 2, Mind 1, Time 1.
Okay, all of those things that you possess, besides time, we could also put into this being that it can do this too. Like, as a gift kind of thing.
Yeah, but those seem fucky. I'm not sure how they work, and I'm afraid of the consequences.
Wait, what? You're afraid of the consequences of your actions?
I mean,
What?
I can do the biological part. That's what my character knows, but the mumbo jumbo magic, I as a player don't really understand. So
That's why you should just, let me handle that part,
that my objective wouldn't just have them as gift, but actually make it an enlightened creature, like an enlightened mage.
Yeah, no, like, you want these things to be able to awake at some point. Is that what you mean?
Yes.
Hmm. I don't know how that works if they're partially spirits.
Exactly. That's why I don't want them to be partial spirits. At most, I would want them to have the thing you have.
Hmm. I
That's
don't
the
think that's
level of
something we can
spirit.
pass.
I mean, we
Like,
can try.
it's true.
As we have to create the spirit of the creature, we can probably make it with that characteristic.
Yeah, we could. We could.
Actually, I forgot. Not only this is the immunity from Homo herogensis, but we also need to have the shape-shifting part.
Yes. Nitty based.
The best part will be when we all change to this form.
That's gonna require Mind 5 as well, right?
I know.
Good, you know how cursed it is then. Good. Like, I think I'm the highest person of life out of the group right now, which is at 3, but I do intend. Actually, I need to take a look. Is it 4 at which I can travel to the astral plane physically? Where is it?
Also, do
Merits.
you want to join my secret society?
What is it about?
It's about breaking the chains of the technocracy, more specifically the progenitors, finding a biological ascension for all humans.
That does sound rather chat. Let's have a talk about that in character at some point.
Also, there's a part about purge of lesser beings, but I don't think that matters.
Would fair enough. Fair enough, as long as they're not human. Or at least not at least they're not people that Thurston cares about, that it should be fine.
I'm back. Also, fuck.
Welcome back.
Need
Radimer
help?
disappeared. He went to have a shit or something.
Yeah.
Ally, do you want to join my secret society?
Why is it secret?
Because it's cooler when it's secret.
He said that with a smile. Don't trust him.
You get as a freebie biological ascension. I know you were good doing the machine thing, but we can get the biological one before.
Yeah.
Also, you get the second one on the link as a waifu on the links I send, the ones with spoiler.
It's not a bad deal. Not a bad deal at all. Welcome back.
Alright. Well done. Where do we leave off?
Ending with the man with food, the matrix coming in.
No, right. There was a hiccup. And then I need a little bit. Need more time. Also, item to make them. Do you see a thing I tagged it with?
Yeah, I see it. It's Finch.
Yeah.
I blame Noah for this.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so I mean that was really like the main meeting with Fu Tao to let him know what's up. Make sure shit is in line. There's no fucking steamy factions backdoor engagement. Figure out what's up with that supply, with the fucking matrices in the tower. And Sally, nobody's here that was supposed to do the fucking awarding. He's off being a fucking drug addict. So
Well, that's some good news. I can actually do that with my the Asian chick now, so we don't have to rely on him. It will get done.
yeah, but you're busy doing shit.
Yep.
So yet again, Ceres says full of incompetent people besides me and I. Michelle's fucking missing. So Lewis project was not giving the go ahead. Alright, well I guess for Dahmer it's time. It's time for me to start bringing up big braining the reactor.
You wanna do that?
It's time to design it, not build it.
Oh, okay.
You gotta design something before you fucking build it. What am I, a fae? Actually, no, like first things first, we gotta check the base out again. Too many new people coming through Rotmer. Amps isn't here, so I can't use this fucking matter to make a wonder.
Mm-hmm. So,
Actually,
yeah.
Actually, what was it to make the Nefandi standards?
And the Fendi scanners, they were just like level ones. They're like with the highest, of course, being the wonder requirement itself. Also, question: you're aiming for like a proper wonders, right?
Yes.
Actually, I want to rating here. Okay, because otherwise I would have need to warn you that that you probably would be a bit of a pickle because for to actually deplete stuff, you probably would need like a proper one done RT rating to like yeet the shield.
Yeah. But yeah, gotta get those Nefandi detectors built and installed.
No problem.
What was it again to do that? Because I'm looking for the spiritual corruption.
Mm. Of course, just aura. I think aura perception would probably start. Yeah, I think that doesn't differentiate with that. But let me check the Book of the Fallen real quick. If they say anything how to detect it. Well, usually you can like see it with like just what's it called, like aura perception. But if they like it's more about if they like try to like mask it, which you probably would know about.
And we wanna rip away that protection. We're gonna make the TSA look like a fucking joke.
Let's see, and all the powers. I really hate the fucking chapter names, by the way. They're fucking retarded.
Ow, I just punched myself in the fucking eye.
Oof. Hmm. Look away. No. Oh, that's stupid. Beauty and deformation. Blur truth and fake news. It is weird. Grasp terror. Mirror, mirror. And Murphy's mirror. Shortest soul. Oh, shortest soul. Yeah, that sounds right. Shortest soul. Mind 1. Prime 2. First other spells. Two colors. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's fair. Yeah, no, I think we'll just be depleted over time. So, we can just do our reading stuff on them, essentially. What's the approach? Do you want to give multiple scanners, or do you want to like one central scanner? Because like one of them essentially matters for like you just want to like ping them and essentially like scan for like corruption essentially. You could like cover like a large area at once, I would say. And yeah.
So it's multiple scanners because I want to wear down any shield.
Okay.
Like the plan is twofold. One, to let them know, hey, we're watching.
Hmm.
And two, to like as I said, wear it down so either on the way in or on the way out they get pinged. And then to go about it to where like let's say you go all the way through, right? And then like kind of like with the mind shield, protect hardening your emotions against the Xenos.
Hmm.
You'd then like we'd have like the areas where you would try. It would seem best to sneak off to like redo your shield under observation.
Yeah.
So you're forced to be in a worse and bad situation.
Okay. Sorry about that. Someone's at my door again.
What?
Somebody's at his door. It happens all the time.
Oh, okay. All I heard was garble, garble, garble.
Swamp Dutch. Swamp Dutch. Yes, that's what he likes to do.
So he likes to speak your language?
Say again?
Doesn't speak swamp Dutch. He speaks regular Dutch,
No. It's not how that
or
works.
as he calls in his language, Deutsch.
That's filthy. Disgusting. Should be wiped off the face of the earth.
Dutch is just North German.
Nah, it's just better. It's just better German.
True.
Not sure. It's closer to English, so it makes it worse.
Nah, it makes it better. Because it's
No,
less
English.
German.
English is a very disgusting language.
No, it's not. It's actually quite a nice language.
No, it's retarded.
It's based.
But in my opinion, anything that isn't a Romance language is retarded.
I disagree.
Okay, I'm fucking back again. Sorry. Well, it might be that I need to cut down the session at the end a little bit because I need to get my stepfather. Because my mom doesn't feel like she should drive.
She's the one that's fucking him, not you fucking him. She can go get him.
How are you so certain of this?
Jesus Christ.
It's true.
No, like she's not 100% healthy. It's better if I do it.
Oh. I mean, my statement still stands, but now you have a reason actually to do it.
Oh well. Let's see. Right. So we have like a central thing. No, I mean, like a spread out thing, and I want a 2-fold plan. Although that doesn't matter for the wonder creation itself. What do you do? Are you gonna try it like do it like in a difficult way? It's like get like detailed scans of people's auras, or do you just like care about doing like detecting specific things?
What would be better in this case?
Uh, it doesn't mechanically matter too much. Although if you like scan for like people's or in general, there would even be for the union quite a bit of intrusion of privacy, unless you're the New World Order.
Well, you know what? Sounds like I need to get Dr. Azim to sign off on this.
What?
He's a psychologist, right?
He is.
So if he signs off that this is okay to do,
I mean, he's okay with scanning for corruption. Although he is a doctor, so he would not be okay with per se like scanning everyone's like emotional state.
what if it's only confidential? Like, I'm not gonna share the information with outside of just higher ups.
Mm, let me check his nature, but I don't think that that's something he would agree to.
Okay. Well, I realize Sam has no law, so he does have politics though.
Let me see where.
What law or politics could I whip up for this to cover my own ass?
I wouldn't even know. Like I wouldn't even know where to start.
What ancient written codex is in like the back of somebody's like New World Order like library that lets people do this?
Mm. I mean, you could always invite the New World Order into operation and offer them like a seat in your construct where they can run this operation for you.
Well, no, because I can't trust them. If you could trust the New World Order, they'd be able to do their jobs properly. But they keep getting infiltrated, so you can't. That's why good men and women die all the time when they're with them.
Oh my God. But yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so at all. You can do it, of course, in secret. And I mean, I guess you could technically create like an emergency situation which would justify this, although that would be, something more elaborate.
Well, I mean, we've already had Nefandi attacks. So, and with ships coming and going, we do got to make sure there is no corruption leaking in and out.
But wouldn't that mean you would want those scanners, in the hangar bay, like exclusively, because that's where they all pass through.
Well, yes, but what if the Nefandis leaving the dead drop?
It would mean you have an Nefandi in your base.
Indeed. We can't rule out any possibilities right now.
For what reason?
We are scraping the bottom of the barrel, as everybody keeps telling me.
Do you try to run this by Dr. Azim Ansari?
I don't feel like I should. I feel like he's gonna write me off as having a bit more paranoia.
You think that would be justified?
The paranoid part or not trusting people part?
The paranoia part?
Yes.
I see.
Considering my prior experience, yes. Actually. Considering that a Nefandi can literally reality lock. Is it on record what Bacon pulled from me, the needle brain?
You saw it on record. Like, if you have high enough rank, yeah, it's probably you would at least know about the incident, and but only like people like Noah would have full data on what it actually was. By default, of course.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, no, like with some of the EDEs encountered from the Nefandi, and even out here, yes, a couple of extra precautions would go a long way. We can't risk losing more people because we didn't switch to the war footing. No, my friend, you don't understand. I need the ball bearings. Sorry, we need the mouse. My computer, please.
Alright, roll me like intelligence leadership. It is just at a 7.
Intelligence leadership.
Yes.
Okay. Intelligence leadership at a 7. 2, 4, 6. The meeting was yesterday, right? So I would have got willpower back in between the days, right?
I don't think the proper day has passed just yet.
Not with Futal, like the one with everybody else. Yeah, the one with everybody else.
Yeah,
Was like
I'm not sure if we had a day pass or not. Like, I usually say it, so you should have not done that shit already.
The issue is the fucking mini sessions has thrown that out of whack. So alright, never mind. 2, 4, 6. You said 6 at 7? Oh, what the fuck?
Nice.
There you go.
Well, like, thinking, like, as you, like, design the plan in your head and, like, it takes shape, to be, like, that ultimate surveillance program, You do realize something.
Yeah.
You know, especially if you announcing that you're gonna be surveying people. It would mean that everyone at the base is under suspicion, and that can't be good for morale for two reasons. A, that means you don't trust them, and B, there's a potential traitor among them, which is could be poison, and might actually end up spawning actual traitors. And what you would also know, like in general, is that not all that work for the Nefandi are actually Nefandi.
No, but those that have been influenced by them are detectable still.
Not necessarily. There might be some weird emotional stuff, but the pulsating corruption, would not be present.
That's fine. We'll sprinkle in some mind. Not just so. Alright. I guess for now, Redomer will restrict it to the hangar-esque area. That way the crew doesn't get upset that their captain's not trusting them. Even though when he did trust them, they smuggled Cake on board and kept him away from the Beyblades. He's totally not bitter about either of those things. Bastards.
I still love that's an actual complaint. Smuggling cake on board and fucking hiding the Beyblades.
Yeah, no, like, how are they not gonna invite Sam? Like, come on, like, they know he's on light duty, and he's like, sorry, boss, you're ahead of us, you can't be. Like, fuck off. Just jealous, I want to kick your ass.
I mean, you just need like get your own Beyblade and then just show up and like whip it out and say, who?
I had Beyblades, fuck you. Oh, rad as fuck.
I only had the shitty fake ones.
No, we had the real ones, and then they got banned where I was at for a bit because they came out with the metal ones, which ended up hurting people. So they went back to plastic, and then they were legal. They were allowed to be fucked with again in school or whatever the fuck I was at. Dumb, but I love my metal one. Shit fucking cut a couple kids. That was hilarious. Back when you could have people hurt and not call the police. Good old days. Anyway, yeah, alright, we'll just do the hangar bay and the corresponding areas, where those ship crews would go to eat or shit like that.
Okay. Well, probably like some sort of like mess hall, I guess, and like which could probably be covered by one. And like the Bay Area could probably be covered by actually. That's rather huge, actually. If I remember correctly. Let me just check how big it was. I think you could like fit a Quila machine in and still take some space left over.
Yeah, it's larger than a Kula machine.
Yeah, no, like Quila and have space left over. Let's see, how many would that be? That's a good question. Let's just say, yeah, those things are huge. So, you could probably, yeah, you probably would do. You probably want like 100% coverage of like the hangar bay, right?
What's up?
You probably want 100% coverage of the hangar bay.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I want to wear down a person's shield or mind shield. Like, I'm not gonna just make one and call it done.
Yeah. Okay, I would say like minimum coverage for the hangar bay itself would probably be 4.
Okay.
But wait, is he trying to lower people's mind shield specifically?
It's not attacking mind shield. It's anyone that does like aura shields.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah. So I'm basically going after and using mind and dimensional science to trigger the innate or target the innate like shit that you get when you become the family, or if your avatar's corrupted, one or the other. Actually, I didn't. What?
Avatar watching is like completely different from this.
What is that at?
Like to even see like an avatar, you need like a bunch of different higher spheres. Give me a second. I think.
Really?
Let me get the common magical thing real quick. Where fuck was
Also,
it?
like, extra scan or whatever. You pick up the tape.
See avatars as Mind 3, Prime 2, and Spirit 1.
Don't have no mind for that. I only have mind 1.
Mm.
Wait, didn't you have a conversation with this like avatar a little bit ago?
Well,
Yeah.
you can like you can go like in a state to talk with like your avatar, but you know it's not like you realize it's your avatar. It's more like oh yeah, you have like you like communicate with your inner genius, and like depending on like how the strength is of it, I would more or less give you you know a more or less direct thing depending on you know how much of a part it takes in your thing, as it does is described as like in like terms of presence, the as it does progress.
I have a very loud avatar. Lovely avatar, but
Yeah.
so what you're saying is I might meet the good doctor's assistant instead of police.
Well, can he even?
But
Yeah,
he
he
doesn't
can.
want to violate people's fucking rights.
Yes, he wouldn't. He definitely wouldn't. Not for like not for baseless accusations.
Would he be willing to help secure the hangar that we that on this project?
Whew, that's a harsh question. He would probably let's see. He would probably not like it much, but you may make a you can make a case to him.
Alright.
But give me like a charisma leadership. Although it will be at a higher difficulty, because that kind of goes against his whole being a doctor. So give it to me at an 8.
Would influence at all work?
No, as I said before, like it's more than something you want to like draw on like a lot of people.
Still one success.
That's one success. Yeah, he would like very persistent and would tell you that he needs like he wants like certain assurances that all data will be like void at the end of the day, and you know only like so it's like only like 24 hours that like data is stored, and then it's automatically deleted, and that
To counter that, would it be as long as the ship is staying in dock?
no
Like,
like
you know, if they're
no
inside
no
like a ship.
no like more like data is recorded in 24 hours it's gone, no matter what.
Man, that'd be real hard to spot somebody then. Fuck. What else? Would he? This is
Yeah. Hello, are you still here?
He dead.
Yeah, he died.
Oh, he actually died.
Yeah. Like in the middle of a sentence even. Oh well, I will use the opportunity to write some stuff down. Okay, what did Anna do so far? He had to talk to Futao.
Yeah, I forgot. Destiny's the thing I can add to my roles, right?
No, you get like willpower. You can drag your roll to recover willpower, so you can actually spend a fuck ton and like then continuously like roll to like regain it like once every session essentially, which is at the pace we're going. Probably just means you.
Family, sorry about that. Family came in again.
That's fair.
Understandable.
Can I get that too? Because that sounds really good.
Yeah, what?
Family coming in? Sure.
No,
just
Destiny. 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 Free
Too late.
willpower sounds amazing, Redomer.
But no. So what else besides everything's deleted 24 hours after?
Like that's what. Let me think. I think that's probably. Yeah, that'll probably satisfy like most and then.
Like, I'm not gonna sell their. I'm not gonna sell their data fucking Cindy style. Like,
Yeah, but still.
I'm just trying to see what his ethical concerns are here.
Yes, I think his concerns are basically that you that their like that their like privacy is violated for like very little reason beyond well being paranoid. There's like, some merit of course in like having people being checked out, but like reading the entire aura, well that's quite a big sell, and I managed to convince him like to even consider like helping you, but you need to like agree to his conditions essentially. So at least there's like some, so it's like a stockpile of data is being hoarded about like everyone that comes by. So it's only like a short intrusion, and then as long as you're here.
You know what's gonna happen, Erdogmer, right?
Hmm.
I'm gonna agree to us the moment he leaves the station. I'm gonna fucking expand that to like 72 hours.
Yeah, bless.
Only because that way I have a before and after comparison of when they arrived and when they're leaving.
I mean, to be honest, like a lot of those ships would probably not take longer than 24 hours to come and leave.
Oh really? Oh, then like 36. Then how does that sound? That would cover all but like the most severe damage, right?
Do you want like negotiate for it, or do you just do it like afterwards? Once
What was that?
do you just want to like do the do you want to like negotiate for that with Ansari, or do you want to go and like just do it once he's gone?
I would like to try to negotiate. I'm willing to hit the 24 mark, but like I would like to see if I could get to 36.
Sure.
What's that? To tear down his mental facilities and assume direct control.
Oof. Let me have a look at your character sheet. That's a charisma. Let's see, charisma. Yeah. Well, to be honest, like that's just still a charisma leadership. You can just roll at a 6, and it's gonna be contested.
That's what I mean. Of course. Thanks, dice. And here comes Dr. Azir, who's rolling really fucking good against me and shit against Domino every other fucking time. Let's go.
And it's
That's
gonna.
some surreal salt.
I mean, it's gonna be like oh yeah, like well, actually, how about we cut that down to like 12 hours?
I
6 sounds while we're at it.
I would just start squaring up and be like, the cylinders are making me do this, Azim, and just punch him in the face.
Don't worry, he's not dead. Let's see. What's his specialty? Well, he's like sophisticated, which I don't think that would actually help in this case.
He's getting his 24 hours. He's not. I'm not budget on that. Like, we're not going fucking lower.
But, but I'm sorry. The excuse is over. You need to give him something.
We won't just shoot the person if they're fucking corrupted. How does that sound?
But if you can see the corruption, then you should shoot.
Oh, so now he's all about the reading of the aura, and it's like, you're corrupted. Shoot. Okay. Now we're all about that, but it's, we gotta worry about the privacy rights here in fucking space where...
I mean, yeah, like you could for example like go and like scan for corruption, and they would say, yeah, no, that's fine. But you're not just reading the corruption. You're reading the aura in general. Like that's the concern here, because you're going for information that you don't technically need for what you want to do.
See, that's where he's wrong. He hasn't been there, man. He doesn't know what they do.
I'm pretty sure he knows more about that than your character. He probably has to talk to actual Nefandi, and
So what you're saying is so why he's fighting against it so much is because he's corrupted.
certainly not.
Azim, how could you be evil? All right, Sam, you might need a sedative. Oh my God, Azim. Is Noah also evil? No. Oh my God, you're both evil. That's what evil people would say.
You know what makes it even better?
What?
The alien you're gonna like throw in every now and then that Cerebrum has to like correct every.
Yeah, I'm having Cerebrum go through like the data with that, and then we're gonna do it. Well, okay, how about this? Does Azim have anybody he can trust, like that could do like monitor this? Like, if he's really so worried about it, like.
Oh, what do you mean? Like, how would that alleviate anything?
Well, he would have somebody he could trust monitoring everybody that comes through.
Oh,
and
well,
if this
that's
shaped up to be one of his people would end up watching over.
yeah, but it doesn't fix the issue for him. Like, the issue for him is that the data is being like read in the first place.
That just sounds like even offended. Fine, 24 fucking hours. Fucking Sam, throw the hand up in the air. It's like, whatever. I don't want more good people dying because we fucking slept on our fucking hunches.
There's no hunch. God damn it. Yeah, you still need to give him like something. I'm sorry, you still haven't given him anything.
24 hours. What else is there to give?
I mean, something to do. Or, like, he has a fucking enthusiasm over you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what else is there to give Radama? Like, you can't be like, you have to give him something.
Yeah, so yes, I
What
can.
else is there to give?
Well,
You can't if there's literally nothing else to give. Like,
well,
make suggestions or ask-
I mean, I told you already. There's like going down in time, in general, and you can, and you can.
There's a difference between negotiating and defeating the purpose of something.
Well, what do you mean to defeat the purpose?
Oh, now it's 12 hours. So,
I mean, yeah, you could also do that. Then Azim would have no problem, in general, about like data.
at this point, I'd rather just deal with the New World Order operative.
I mean, yeah, as I told you, you could get one of those very much interested. You know, they get
What is it? It's Mind 3, right?
to see avatars.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Mind 3, Spirit 1, and Prime 2, I think.
Alright. Well, I guess we're not getting. I guess I'm not gonna fucking be able to word stuff then. All right. Never mind. I'll just get mine through my fucking self.
God bless.
I had no issue with it. 24 instead, but also, can you stop fucking eating whatever you are? Like,
I'm
your
not.
mic.
I'm not eating. Yeah. I'm
What
just
is going on? With you?
I'm just crumpling some stuff.
It is enraging me. Like, all I'm doing is picture doctor see him like, aha, all right, Sam, you're gonna make it even less effective by literally counter doing against what you fucking want, which is being able to have multiple scans to compare it to somebody. Like, that literally defeats the purpose of it. If a shorter time span.
I
You
mean,
want multiple scans.
that's more than. You have to realize that, right? This is like you know, and like it's like where everyone has like a diary, right?
Uh-huh.
And you and everyone needs to leave like a copy of it, like of the last page at the at your place, and then so someone's is gonna read over it. That's the equivalent of this what you're doing.
Hold on. There's a vast difference between fighting against people that are well known to both corrupt you, literally via threat note and Nefani style, and some motherfucker reading a diary.
What you're not doing that.
Even then, I'm willing to submit myself to those purity tests against those fucking threats.
That's not even how this works at all. Like you're doing not doing this as purity tests. You're doing doing mass surveillance on those people.
I am willing to do it because because if we catch even one infiltrator, that could save a lot of lives.
Yep, but you do this on the behalf that you want to do this, but nobody else is agreeing to this. Not even Anzim and Zali. Like
He
it's not-
was, and then he got more successes on negotiation and went, actually 12 hours.
I mean,
So
isn't
now-
that the same thing that you would have done if you won?
If
You would
they
have
had,
been.
well, no, he wanted 24 hours. So I was like, all right, well, I'll see. Like, what about 36? 24, I'll take it. Just, what can we do 36? Like, a little wiggle room in case their ship stayed a little, half stale, but.
I told you could have offered them something else. You could have offered them something else. I was being flexible, but you said you don't know anything, so.
I was being flexible. All right, cool. Give me an idea. Well, all I have are these ideas to make it shorter. Oh, fucking K then. And as Bacon said, what do they have they have nothing to hide. They have, nothing to fear.
That still doesn't give you, ironically enough, the consent to do that. Like, even in the TU, that's...
Well,
Yeah.
fucking construct. Yes, it does.
It does not.
You don't
Yes, it does.
you don't own those people. You don't own those people. Like you can order them to fight for you. You can order them to fight for. You can order to even hold a position against against OM odds. But like treating them as machines or as tools, that's not really
And this is why we will lose the war.
okay. This
If you want an alternative, just how about having some of your friends that are also base managers just have a visit and they accidentally just scanned everyone's aura or something like that.
I think that would be even more fucked for each and every one of you that gets
Yeah,
involved with that.
that would be a hell of a lot more fucked.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't need to know that they are being scanned. You can just ask
Yeah,
someone to come in.
Except the Z wants to raise a bitch fit. Oh no, we're scared. Like, I'm not giving the information to the New World Order. Like,
No, but you're collecting it. Like, you may not be the New World Order, but you're doing exactly what they are.
keeping it, though. That's I could understand if I'm keeping it and shit. I'm not. It's multiple scans you can compare, see everything's good, it's gone.
But what guarantee has he that that's all you'll be using it for? Like, there's no guarantee in this if you're the one managing it. If you propose it that he gets to check it, maybe he would have said something else.
He won't be here the entire time. Like, he's leaving after, like, what, by next downtime, give or take, Radama?
Depending on, yeah. Like,
Like, if he wants to skid it, well, that's why I did. So I said, hey, do you want to bring in somebody you can trust to watch over the files?
I mean,
That I brought up, and that was told no.
like
He also,
he like the main problem remains still like at that point. Like there's gonna be data, like a lot of it. That's gonna be collected without any real justification. You would understand, you know, if it was like a temporary measure, if it was like something where where, you know, there's like a high risk position. You know, you know there's gonna be like a lot of like fucked up shit coming through, right? But this is just like on a principle. Yeah, someone could
Where are we located?
on Ceres
What have we been told that's coming towards Ceres?
like threat not, but it don't. They won't be like really detectable this way.
What
Like-
has just been attacked? As what just attacked us as well? Nefandi. The Nefandi are being driven here.
Yeah, and you've defeated them.
Yeah, and that logic right there, oh, they've been defeated, is the same logic as to why they've come back 300 times in the past. This time we totally defeated the bad guys, everybody.
Okay. So by that logic, like every like every single installation of the as it should have like you know complete and utter you know permanent scanning of the emotions of their people and constant which would mean like a constant state of paranoia and and well generally
Well,
this
if you tell the people, yes, that they're constantly being scanned, yes, they're going to be paranoid. Or they won't be paranoid if they have nothing to hide.
that's not how it works. Like
Right.
the people watch themselves so when they know that they're being monitored.
Is the issue just the monitoring or someone knowing about it? Because we can just have an AI like Bandit deal with everything and only transmit if it detects an anomaly.
I mean, you could do that, but it would require like developing an AI, and you wouldn't need an AI like Bendy necessarily. You could use like a dumb AI for it as well, like one that doesn't require like you know the big spheres. Although I think, yeah, actually no, nobody has like the right sphere and ability configuration, so probably be easier to make.
for Tomer,
Yeah.
I don't.
No, you fucking don't.
don't. How do I not?
You don't know. How many times do you need to explain it to you? You making a spirit is not the same as making an AI.
Yes, it is.
It's just a machine spirit.
It's the same fucking thing.
He comes in to build one. All I see when I look in the EDE on the other side of the gauntlet is just some guy in a suit just doing the job. Like, who the fuck's that? Oh, that's the AI. No, the fuck it ain't.
If it works, right?
No.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Nefandi.
Mm-mm. Hey, it's just the awakened science is working. You should try it sometimes.
This is what I had to stop, Renaver.
Oh my fucking god.
Also, I think that
I need the scans.
I appreciate what you're doing, but I have a better suggestion. Just give soy to all people on your base, and we will be able to notice if there's something wrong with them if they don't get affected. That's what I did in the past.
Sam, who never ate any. No wonder why Vicious Lab doesn't trust Sam. He never ate the donut, so he never underwent the soy process.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, I don't know if you are a shapeshifter or not.
No.
I mean, it all makes sense, doesn't it?
I mean, we could have. I could have an AI look over it if you prefer that instead of myself or somebody like that.
Yeah, like an AI that doesn't that essentially like has like an automated process and only like cares when something actually you know happens. That seems
Isn't there also going to be a problem if at some point some big like over high ranking person gets like their ship fixed at your place, and they for some reason do have an aura shield up for a good reason, and they just feel it draining?
I mean, someone with sufficient rank would probably know about that.
Ah, fair enough.
Yeah, like it's like, you know, like I'll be sending this like to Noah as like, hey, this is what I've improved the base with, and Noah's gonna be like, it checks out, but you're being real fucking sketchy, my guy. Like, fuck off, Noah. Don't bring any sketchy people here. I'm just gonna have Shrebram look it over after we do it, Ram. I'm just letting you know that. That way I have access to it.
Yeah, that's not really. That's not really gonna cut it. Like fucking like you have to okay, like you know how I'm supposed to like write reports about everything, and you know you're kind of doing that off camera.
Yeah.
If you like, it's gonna look really sketchy for you if you go and you know agree like you know Dr. Nazim is gonna like write his own report, and then you're gonna like gonna write a report, and then afterwards you're gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna like just look it over myself, which means either you have to lie on your report, or you know you have to mention it, and then you're gonna look sketchy because you went back on your fucking deal.
I fucking hate these people on the station so much. This is really why we lose the war. People are fucking weak. Alright, I mean, you know what? No, then right now, I cannot justify it. When something bad happens, we have an infiltrator, I can't wait to just send Azim a message saying, look what you could have prevented.
Yeah, I mean you can also construct like a case like such an incident yourself.
No. I'm not gonna get somebody killed for my own personal gain. What am I, a fucking syndicate? Though my brain immediately went with having Azim killed and pinning Nafandi on that.
You know, a way to avoid having traitors in your base is you just make all the people that are in your base.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's true. Well, what if I can't trust myself?
But yeah, anyways, it's getting pretty late. So do you like so you want to like hold off for now? Do I understand it correctly?
I'm just not. Yeah, I'm just not gonna do. I'm just not gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it myself after.
Okay,
Somehow.
that's fair. I mean, you're not that far off, I think.
No, I can buy up Command 3 right now. I just really don't fucking want to.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to, technically, because well, you could just agree to the terms and conditions.
I could, but then I have to actually agree to terms and conditions, and that's no bueno.
What spheres do you actually need allied?
My 3-dimensional science 1, Prime 3. What did you say, Rodolfo?
Yeah, I think it's Prime 2.
Oh, Prime 2. Literally,
know-
just Prime 3.
We
Yeah.
could do this as well.
Mm.
I don't want anything to do with John Bowie's face or personnel, even if you just
Hey,
reassigned.
I'm not part of this. Okay, look.
You just got reassigned from John Bowie's command. No
Yeah.
thanks.
Yeah, I'm sketchy about that too, but don't worry, I'm an individual person.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Hmm.
Start seeing people's G avatar, they start freaking the fuck out. Sir, why do you have this information? Holy fuck, geniuses are real. What?
I mean,
You should definitely say that like in a report right the fuck now. Please. Please. I need someone else to agree with me.
My guy has no belief in avatars. It's like, that's a pseudo construct.
It's a shame.
okay. Well then, let's say we're gonna go to fucking incorrect not character thoughts. Let's start with arbitrarily with Domino.
In character, I thought it was nice to actually get to know some people. Nice to go away for a little bit. Gotta be a bit careful with Anke. She seems even more paranoid than I had expected. getting to like properly read up on how to deal with people like that. Maybe even talk to Miss Doctor Ying about it. I had a character. I don't really have that much to say out of character. It's nice to meet these new people and see their their personas and seeing that they're developed out. It's nice. It is very nice.
Very good.
And I'm kind of considering switching to just getting Mind 4 right now because that's unlocking something really good. But at the same time, meh.
I mean, that's like you turn struggle and mage. Everything is goddamn good and expensive.
Yeah. For secondaries.
Okay, and well, next up, let's go with Allied.
Hello.
In character and out of character thoughts.
In character thoughts. I thought Azim would be willing to do what it takes to defend her.
I mean, he does.
He doesn't.
God bless.
Like, I understand, in character, I understand his ethical concerns. But like I said at the meeting, we are at war. A war has no time for civilians to dictate how war's fought. It's us versus them. So while I will respect his opinion, I will politely throw it in the fucking garbage once I can.
God bless.
Out of character. This is why the Void Engineers fucking lose everybody, like, non-fucking stop. No! We can't check the crew, that might be a violation. Also the Void Engineers. Why is our budget diminishing? Like, come on, guys. Fucking pick your fucking shitter and take a shit. Come on. Either you're fighting for survival or you're not. Also, I love Putao.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you should speak to Nova, boss. Oh, that's a good idea. I will. I want more power. Yeah, boss, it's totally you that's gonna get all that power.
I mean, it would be an expansion to, yeah, would be an expansion to his, yeah, that's certainly true. That's certainly true. But yeah, he just doesn't want, like, be the only one that, you know, that does request this kind of bullshit. So, you know, kind of looks better on his record.
Yeah, but I do. Also, I gotta talk to Adams, like, real bad. I didn't promise him a production site.
He was fully convinced last time I spoke with him.
I mean, maybe I do. If I do, we're gonna have to see what it is. Because that's not in DMs at all.
Well, I do know there's like some deal going on with where you grant him like you know, a space for his like robot production in your thing.
Yeah, no, and that's set up. Like, he has that factory here.
Yeah, and I told him like
And he never visits to use it either.
yeah, but don't worry, I have something planned where he will use it. Well, have to use it rather. What
We
he
will
will.
have to use it. Are you gonna drive him out of his own fucking face?
No, more like he is gonna receive an offer he can't refuse.
Oh no, he still owes more debts.
Yes.
Stop! Please stop him.
That's why you don't take loans.
Is it from the fucking clone store? I thought it was from the fucking mines.
No, it's like this one specifically, if you really want to know, is about it's about like those people behind behind the generous personal donations.
The general's personal donation.
Generous, the generous.
Oh, wait, what donations have he been getting? God damn it, Em.
Personal.
Hey, they're pretty good. You should try them too.
Yeah,
Oh
him and Domino
no!
accept that they get mages with no
Oh
absolutely no drawbacks for a favor.
Yes.
this is. Oh my god! Why are you guys like this? Why are you guys like? You know? Oh my god! I need an adult. I fucking this party, man. You guys are fucking cursed.
Party. This is no party.
I mean, it
I
is.
don't know what you're on about. Yeah, this is a party. We do work together.
No.
When I say that, I have yet to work with Lit Vishislav in like fucking months on series.
You've legit never interacted with my character either or John's.
No, we have interacted with your character.
No.
Your character got upset with mine.
No, I don't remember anything
I
like this.
showed up and I called you the spider fucker, and that was all I ever said to you.
Yep, that's what makes a good party right there.
Yes. Well, I mean, I've interacted with two people I haven't really interacted with. You and Nick. Bacon
Yeah.
I have on occasion. And Ems. So by majority rules, we're a party.
No, we're not.
Bacon, please finish up the other side of Ceres so we can fucking move in there and be on with this.
Don't worry, it will just take a few more days for all the mushrooms to die.
Thank you, Bacon. Finally, peace and stability will arrive. Still not eating your fucking soy products, though.
I mean, you need to prove that you aren't a shape changer.
I will give you some blood. I won't give you fucking. I won't let you put soy in me.
Such twisted logic, but makes sense. Okay, let's go. And next up, Bacon, in character, out of character thoughts.
Oh, in character. Fuck, I had all the things prepared, but I forgot them. I have a shit memory. But, what was it? Ah, yes. One step closer to finally creating the perfect being. To have so much available DNA, so much knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a pity that I don't have the actual time to do all the fun things. And out of character, I'm outraged that Domino got a harem before me.
Could teach you the way, you know.
Like, he just got things for free. He got a spider girl for free. He got a harem for free. That's outrageous.
Yes.
Not for free. You can get them too. I'm willing to offer you one, and you can take the deal too.
No.
Yeah.
I don't get handouts. I make things myself.
He actually paid XP for the spider.
It's true.
Why?
I have XP. Give me somebody.
Oh, you want to? All right.
I'm not taking those deals. Fuck off. I have XP though.
Oh well. Let's see. Do you want to have your avatar manifest?
I don't know if the base can handle that.
Can you handle it?
I'll be fine. I don't know how many dead people are gonna be on my
Ooh.
fucking base.
Primordial one, just like.
To be honest, I think you should be a chat and take it. That actually sounds pretty interesting.
just walks around, summons shadow tentacles.
The La
Shut
Sombra.
the fuck up. No, it's not La Sombra.
Are you sure?
Side note, what happens if you give a avatar Vitae?
Probably
I
nothing.
want to figure out. I can turn your avatar into a dragon if you want.
I can?
I mean, yeah, there's this dragon in the vampire now. I think the dragon's called Semitsi.
All right.
I can give you that too. I have it in my blood. It's in my veins.
Why are you drinking vampire blood?
I'm not. It was put inside. It was put in me by fucking Bacon.
Oh yeah, I used some Vampire's King to temporarily increase his stamina.
Why did you let him get blood? This party, I love it to death. So reinforces why I should never eat anything from fucking bacon.
It's gonna pour some Zima salts in your coffee next time you're wearing that, right? Did you do this bacon of his lessons done?
Yes. Now it's the fun part. How much XP?
Yeah,
God bless.
it's 4, right? Because we all showed up despite unoverwhelming odds. We all accomplished something meaningful today.
Uh, okay, what meaningful thing did you accomplish?
I made an Excel sheet.
Sorry, only if you present your Excel sheet, that does give XP.
I
Uh,
will. Do you really want me to do it though?
I did something very great. I managed to get attention of basically a god.
He did meet his arch enemy. That's true.
Hmm. I mean, you
I
press,
tried to crusade.
yeah, you try to crusade. That's definitely willpower worthy. But let's see. You know what? Let's say it's yeah, it's a major accomplishment. You're gonna need that 1 XP extra. Sure, you can get 4. You managed to piss someone really powerful off today.
You are now at 263, right?
Yes.
God bless.
And that's enough for me to 35 to finally get Prime 5. I'm needing it because I have a lot of paradox that I need to remove. So can I get Prime 5?
Yeah, I think you would need
Do
a.
you have the Quint?
No, but I can just turn people into Quent. That's fine.
That's
Those
really
fungi-
based.
Those fungi are being killed and turned into currency. Oh shit! Oh fuck!
Yeah, he's gonna call an NFT and call it the fun tokens.
Oof.
Oh no, it's crypto. Same difference. What about willpower, Radama?
What about willpower? Indeed. Let's check. I thought the prime. I don't. I think you would need to invest some time on it to actually unlock it properly, because you haven't done really that much with prime per se to get to mastery of it.
What do you mean? I created a wonder recently.
Yeah, but you would do it a little bit more. Listen, you can go and do some research on it, and then you can get it.
Fine, I will take a dot of leadership then.
Okay, fine.
Wait, leadership is 3, right? Yeah,
No.
so it fits.
Oh well. If you mean the cost, that's current times. Current times
I
2.
don't have anything, I first thought.
Okay, then that's indeed 3.
Okay, so yeah. And that would still leave 32 free for me to eventually get Prime 5. But you're at you right now.
Yeah, yeah. I certainly am. There's no denying it. Okay, now for Tristan Cooper. Mr. Cooper, your nature is a scientist. What did you scientist today?
You've managed to bribe me with XP. Please don't ruin it by chewing me out of willpower. The problem was Anke, and I went around solving the issue. I did it in a couple different ways. I didn't immediately approach her, made sure she heard me loud and audible, gave her the impression that I'm trustable, but doing it softly, slowly.
Sure. Sounds good enough to me. And now for Bacon, because that already has confirmation that he's gonna get willpower back. Let's see. You are a visionary. You certainly work towards your vision today, so take 1. Alright, any more expenditures?
The life of Azim for the Dark Gods.
Yes,
Seems a Chad. I don't understand what your problem is with him, to be honest.
Mhm.
He's just thinking about mankind.
He's a coward.
Yeah, he's blessed. That's what he is. So you need to use work, making sure we don't kill each other. straight away anyway.
I am fucking 5 XP away.
What are you trying to get? Starlight.
Suffering.
Oh, you're trying to get Manifest Avatar.
No.
Oh, that's sad.
Okay, well, I take that you need some time to think about it, or not do it at all. In this case, say goodbye to the bots.
Wait,
Goodbye,
before
bot.
that, how much willpower did I get?
You got one.
Okay.
I didn't get
So
any.
I can do that. I will do for the first time. I will try to roll Destiny.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
I failed.
Oh, that's sad. Also, the allied you did get willpower.
Oh, I did get a willpower. Oh, fuck
Yeah,
it, right.
didn't I tell you?
No.
You did.
I might have been spacing out. I'm over here being fucking an old man yelling at clouds right now.
You were trying to
Okay.
plan how to kill Unzemans, Aldi. I could hear it from you the way you talk.
God bless.
That's the
How
voice of an
dare
ally trying to
you.
bomb down the
If
door.
I wanted to kill Azima Zeri, I would have him dead already. Because I would just shoot him with my gun.
That's fair. Well, in any case, it's time to say goodbye to the bots. At least it's for real.
Goodbye,
bots.
bot.